because we're going to talk about stuff. So the first trigger I have here is I have this little box. It contains all of the known medical knowledge in the universe. Exactly. Yeah, so I'm just going to tap on it for you here. Now we're going to tap on it over here on your left side. And then over here on your right side. And tapping, 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 tapping. Tingles, tingle, tingle. Tingle, tingle, tingle. I love binaural sounds, don't you? I think it's just lovely. And we can do slow tapping as well. Slow. Just slow, gentle tapping. Now you'll notice it has these lovely inscriptions right along the side here, and you can kind of trace them right here. Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? And then you'll notice some of it, there's gold over the top. I think it may actually be palladium, not gold. So, since I have in possession this box that contains all of the known medical knowledge in the universe, does that mean that I know all of the medical things? The answer would be no. Because in order to access this box, you have to do a lot of study, or there's significant harm to both you and the patient. It's very explosive. You see here what the symbol says right here, and then over here on this side. Do you notice that? So that is an ancient Phoenician symbol for beware. Exactly. But we can tap as much as we want. As much tapping as you would like. All throughout history, the greatest minds have passed this box down secretly from healer to healer. Most people are not given access to this box, but instead they are given information that came from the box. However, I have found that almost every patient has a key that fits within one of the many keyholes. You see that, right? You see how there seem to be holes all along it, and all along the top of this side too, and over here underneath. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely, yeah. So I'm just going to come closer to the mic here. I'm just going to kind of whisper in your ear over here on this side, and then whisper over here on this side, and tap, 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 tap. How did I come about this? Well, we won't talk about that. In order to possess the box, one must, well, there's some payment in blood that's involved. And of course, to open it is even more difficult. But there are some tricks. There's some tricks of the trade. No, it's nothing like that. It's not dark magic. It's just blood magic. It's just painful magic. That's all. No, not that kind of blood magic. Of course not. So technically blood magic in general is forbidden in the Torah, as you know. And since you know I don't believe, I have to obey the Torah. I can't do that. Throughout history, certain knowledge and certain forgiveness have required sacrifice, right? So like you could call in the temple when animals had to die in order to make propitiation for human error. That's what I mean, like that kind of blood magic. The box of healing is triggered by sacrifice, not like dark sacrifice or, things like human sacrifice. some of the engravings, just they make really good sounds. And then over here, the lid, the little, I don't know what you call that, I guess it's not a furuncle, a finial. The little finial makes it's a little loose, so it makes a little sound. And you can hear it over on this side too. Now, let's see what else about the box. Have I shown you? Well, I can show you the engravings over on this corner over here. Yeah, those are cool, huh? Oh man, it's messing with my green screen a little bit. It's hard to hold it right in front of the camera. It's because it's got that, you can see like the iridescent color. It's got the like greenish, bluish, like, and then the red down in the deep creases. Exactly. So, but I thought it'd be good triggers for ASMR. Yes, the magical box holding all of the knowledge, all the medical knowledge in the universe, just distilled into triggers for you. I figure at least it would be good ASMR, don't you think? You are that valuable. You are so valuable. Exactly. Don't let anyone tell you you are not worth it. So, where were we? Let's see. We were tapping on the box. We already did that. Oh, yeah, there's a really cool sound too you can get. Hold on, let me show you just a second. Here, well, we'll do a little more tap. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Let's see, what else can we do? Oh, by the way, I wanted to let you know, Heartbeat in the Hallways is still 99 cents only. Let's see, what else? I can't remember. Oh, yeah, so you can still get that. You just look up Heartbeat in the Hallways, you look up Jen Finelli. And what else? Yeah, it's a book. Absolutely. Tingles Tea. There's a small discount sale on some of the teas. So tinglestea.myshopify.com, and all these things that I'm mentioning help to support the channel, and they're cool things for you, right? It's cool for you to read stories about weird, metaphysical sci-fi worlds full of just light and vigor and darkness and adventure and weirdness, right? That's kind of fun for the brain, and stimulating your brain in ways that make you happy, or that makes you think a little bit, hopefully. That can't be bad for you, right? That helps with some of that relaxation that we're always trying to do. These finger flutters. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm leaning on the box, sorry. Let's see, what else? And tea. Tingles Tea is really, like, tea is good for you. Obviously, everybody knows that. Doesn't take a doctor to tell you that. Obviously, nothing that I say here can be used for diagnosis or medical treatment of any disease, because you and I have not met for an individualized visit, IRL, anything like that. However, you and I can do whatever we like here in this secret, self-care world, including tapping on the medical box of all knowledge. Whisper, whisper, tingles, tingles. So yeah, Tingles Tea. Oh yeah, let me show you all different kinds of tea. This one is the masala chai. And I think you'll find it's quite lovely. I think you'll find a lot of good information, nicely like whispered, soft-spoken information, and lots of tea goodness. I like how these tea crunches. So I chose the Tingles tea packaging because it is good for ASMR. Listen to that. And then over on this side. And then, obviously, these tins are fantastic for ASMR. This one is Lapsang Suchan. This is like a very adventurous tea. For if you are very brave. I don't know if you've ever had a smoked tea, but I think this is probably the manliest tea you could ever have. I like those sounds, don't you? Obviously, black tea has some good properties, antioxidants, caffeine, all these different kinds of stuff, theanines. That's why tea makes you more calm while helping you be alert, whereas caffeine just kind of makes you like jittery while alert. There's benefits for both. Caffeine has been shown to have good cardiovascular impact, so I'm not saying to get rid of your coffee. But yeah, definitely check out the playlist. Today we won't go really in depth to the scientific papers, but yeah, on the tea playlist I went crazy for you. So I'll just set that down on the box. Excuse me, this box keeps wiggling. I don't know why it randomly just moves on its own. No, I wouldn't be. I don't think it's alive. It's just a box. Stop moving, box. I don't know why it would move. I don't think it's important. I wouldn't worry about it. And the other... Look, box, you gotta stop moving. This one. This is the... Okay, box, stop. Maybe the box wants to be tapped on some more. Here we go. We'll tap on the box a little more. It is pretty, isn't it? Look at it. It does. Like, I kind of just wanna just blow it. I mean, you can see that, right? You can see the little, like, if you blow over here on the corner. Can you see? I don't know. The camera's not quite picking up. But the corner of this corner kind of lights up a little bit with breath. I've noticed that this corner over here on this side kind of lights up a little bit when you, like, I've seen it turn red when I've played heartbeat sounds while I've been editing stuff. Yeah. So there's little, I don't know, something special. No, I've never tried peeing on the box. That seems like a bad idea. I think that would be, I don't know if someone else has. Ew. Maybe I need gloves on. I'll put on some gloves to handle the box. That's true. One should probably always have gloves on when handling ancient artifacts. But, you know, it's hard to tap with gloves on. Like, the fingernails just don't do as well. Hopefully the box doesn't have a latex allergy. Okay. And then we can stroke the box with our gloves on. And you can hear the sound over in this ear. Isn't that a good sound? And then over here in this ear, you can hear the sound. I know some of you adore glove sounds. Some of you are kind of weirdos about glove sounds, to tell you the complete truth, but it's okay. You know what I'm a weirdo about? I am a huge weirdo for when a lady with like lipstick on is looking like kind of with a head tilted at the camera and talking to me very slowly. I don't know why it matters if she has lipstick on. I think that is strange, but whatever it is. You love the sounds in your ears, don't you? it has liquid in it if you shake it. Can you hear that? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to hit you with it. Here, over here. And over here. I know. Isn't that interesting? I know a lot of you like your liquid triggers as well. Here, let me see if I can get it to do more slowly. How about like this? How about on this side? That's cool, isn't it? I do think it is such a pretty box. Oh, I guess aesthetics don't always match the purpose or the need, right? But, so yeah, that's my box. I did want to show you one more tea. I don't know why it keeps moving every time I set it down. I don't know what is the... Oh, it's getting very, very warm. I don't know why it's getting so warm. I wonder, well, I'll just show you the peppermint ginger green. So peppermint and ginger have both been used anti-nausea. I used to use them a lot when I used to take care of pregnant women. And them and B6, vitamin B6 also helps a lot with nausea. Also with depression. So those are, like I said, you need to look up the studies, and I have linked all the studies in my wonderful, wonderful, wonderful tea series. So that's a whole playlist on tea, or on the pages themselves. If you go to the tingles-t.myshopify.com website, I actually have bonus ASMR I've hidden there for you. On each product page are 2 bonus ASMR videos. Yep, bonus ASMR for the people who watched all the way to the end of this video. You can go get bonus ASMR on those product pages. And, yeah, definitely get yourself some tea while you're at it. Proceeds go to help saving up for my jungle clinic, which is baller. I'm trying, hopefully, if my health permits it. You know, I have crappy health, but it's not hopefully, it's not if. Look, even if I end up not being able to work full-time in my own jungle clinic, I will make sure that 100% of what I've been fundraising for this clinic goes to bringing medications to the needy and health exams. If I have to frickin' kidnap a doctor, we'll make it happen. But we won't have to do that. My health is going to be good enough that I can at least train an assistant. So if you're a praying person, you can pray for an assistant. For me, that would be helpful, but otherwise, I will make it happen. And if I die, Project Paraguay already has, plans in place for how to make sure all the money we've saved up goes to a different physician to do the same thing. So, basically, no matter how you spin it, we're going to make sure that we're helping people in need with the way, with what we've been doing. And like I said, part of this proceeds goes to helping with that. Because this, the tea company is just me and my husband. And so whatever money doesn't go to the supplier or to ASMR affiliates, I do try to support ASMR artists with it. So if you are an ASMR artist and would like to get a cut of profits, you're welcome to so much, box? Huh? What's your deal? What's your deal, little box? Why are you wiggling so much? Oh, what's this over here? Oh, wait.